Peace and blessings, all my beautiful people. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now. Also, if you want to support my brand, it's inspired by dreams.shop. That's the place for you to add something new to your closet. Dress a little different nowadays. People just all looking the same. Okay, today's episode we're talking about, is marriage dead? Because we see a lot of things going on, especially in our communities as well as social media. People, they jump into these relationships and it's not the best situation, and later on they end up having kids and end up splitting. So is it even worth it in the first place to jump into marriage? Is it more of a business opportunity, or is it really about love? You guys let me know. Let's jump into this conversation, see what these people are talking about. And yeah, man, much love and support for all my people out there. If you guys are trying to grow a channel as well, just hit me up, leave it in the comment section so I can subscribe to you guys too. I want to get to know you guys, and I appreciate all the love. All right, let's get it.
Mickey made it. Mickey made what you made, Mickey?
Mickey made it.
Mickey made it. What's up, man? Salute. Mickey, you made it, Mickey. Mickey
Salute,
made
salute.
it.
Brothers and sisters. There you go.
I want to speak to the women out there. You tell me if you think this is fair. I'm 40 years old. I married this woman when I was 33. After only knowing her 7 months. And no, I ain't get no prenup or none of that. But she didn't have nothing. Me, I had a $1.5 million house in Hoover, Alabama. Me, I had the Mercedes in the driveway. I went to law school. I was the one up studying all them late nights. Didn't even know who this woman was back then. Right? Now, you mean to tell me it took me 40 years to make all this, and this person who I've only known for 7 years, won't have of everything it took me 40 years to make? Now, I want to ask all the women, do you think that's fair? Think of me as if I was your daddy, or if I was your brother, and you saw me studying all them nights. That was me at Emory all them nights studying. I didn't even know this woman. Now she won't half of what it took me 40 years to make.
What's good, my friends? We're back again. Thanks for stopping by. Let me talk to my fellas out here, man, that's been through a divorce, and your wife done left you with the kids, and you grieving your kids, and you managing and coping life without them the best you can. I come to tell you, man, to stay strong, keep the faith, don't give up on yourself, don't do nothing crazy, don't listen to the devil, because the devil gonna talk to you, because he was talking to me. Man, first of all, let me say that me having 5 kids by 3 different women, I put myself in that bad predicament. I made my own life hard, I made my own life difficult, so I have nobody to blame but myself. Let me say that first. But me being married to the last 2 kids that I had, me being married to the mother of my last 2 kids, I thought I could right my wrongs. But when she packed up and left me when my kids were little bitty, man, that was the most devastating part of my life. That was when my life took a turn. That was the beginning. That was the best and the worst parts of my life at that point, but I didn't know it. And then after my wife left me, when my grandmother passed, that's when I think I snapped. That's when I think I snapped, because it was all too much for me, because like I said, my grandmother raised me, and when she passed away, I had no direction. I had like I said, I had no money. My lights were cut off. I was barely putting gas in my car. I was already sleeping at my job because I couldn't, just to make sure I was gonna be there the next day. I really didn't have nowhere to go. I felt like I was invisible. I felt like nobody loved me. I felt like nobody cared anything from me. It's like once my wife left me and once my grandmother passed away, it's like the world gave up on me. Like I became invisible. It's like nobody gave a darn about my feelings. Nobody cared about my situation. Like I was alone in the world. And I was so messed up in my head that I walked up in my job and I quit my darn job, man. and I didn't have anything lined up for no reason. I loved the place. I wasn't at myself. I just quit, and I went back home, and I was just watching TV, crying and flipping the remote. And my job was calling me, telling me, "Come back, Marcus. Come on back, man. What you doing? What you doing? What's going on with you?" But I couldn't put it together, man. And then the devil was talking to me to tell me to end it all. And I can remember like it was yesterday. I had a friend of mine come over, and he sat with me that night. And after he left, I went into my room and I fell to my knees, and I was talking to the Lord, and I said, "Lord, if she's for me, I want you to bring her back. But if she's not, I want you to take her away." I prayed that prayer, and I was sincere in my heart. And I waited for some time, and then once I realized that she wasn't coming back, I knew that it wasn't in the cards for me. So I went and got me a second job. I stopped feeling sorry for myself. I had a friend of mine, he was living in Nashville at the time. He was telling me that, hey, forget all that stuff down there, man. Move to Nashville with me. Start over, man. You can do all this. I was like, "No, man, I can't, because I can't run away from my problem, because that ain't gonna fix them." So it was during that time where I learned a whole lot about family and friends and myself. It felt like I was invisible. It felt like the world had gave up on me. It felt like when I walked around, nobody noticed me. Nobody gave a darn about my problems. Nobody gave a darn about my wife being gone. Nobody gave a darn about my kids being gone. I ain't had nobody but myself. And that is when I learned that people gonna pick sides. Family gonna pick sides. Friends gonna pick sides. And the people closest to you, that's when I learned that the people closest to you, they not gonna pick the side that's right. They gonna pick the side with the people who they like. It don't even matter. That's just the way it is. It don't even matter if you being done wrong. Her side of the family gonna ride with her. Her friends gonna ride with her. Some of your family gonna put you down. A lot of your friends gonna put you down, because you know why? Nobody give a darn about you, because a lot of people never really cared about you to begin with. So that's why you gotta keep the faith and stay strong, and don't give up on yourself, even though people gonna give up on you.
At the age of 54 and 2 divorces later, let me give you the marriage advice I wish that I had listened to. Love is not enough. Marry for character, not just chemistry. You're not just marrying them, you're marrying their habits, their debt, and their family drama. Marriage will never fix loneliness. The wrong person will make it worse. You can't marry potential. You're not a life coach, you're a spouse. Being alone is way better than wishing you were. The right person will make you feel safe. The wrong one will make you feel small. We'll figure it out is not a financial plan. Some people don't want love, they want control. Learn the difference. You should be excited to marry them, not just relieved that they finally committed. Be prepared to marry the whole family. Period. Hope that helps.
My husband of 7 years told me he did not see a purpose in being married anymore. And now this man is missing, and people asking me, did you have anything to do with it? Do you know where he is? Absolutely. I absolutely did have everything to do with it, and I absolutely do know where he is. This is my confession, but it's not what you think. My husband is in chiropractic school. Anybody who knows a doctor, dates a doctor, is married to a doctor or a student knows that doctorate programs are extremely stressful. I'm a professional track and field athlete, so I moved 2 hours away for training. We also had a baby that was only 10 months when I moved away. Every time we came together, baby was still in the bed, baby still breastfeeding, like it was a lot. On top of all of this, we lose his dad unexpectedly. Suicide is just the absolute worst. So grief is off the chart. So we got stress in chiropractic school. Your wife done moved away, your baby done moved away, your dad passes away. It's a lot. Whenever I would get with my husband, it was like that wasn't my husband. Half of him, I would say, was the man that I married. The other half, I didn't recognize him, and I understood that he had a lot going on. So I would ask him, like, how are you feeling? What's going on? Do you think you need to see counseling or go to counseling? But let me tell y'all this, 60% of married men do do not share their feelings with their spouse. They keep it locked up. They don't share. Once communication dies, there becomes a gap. And what happens in the gap? Anything can happen in the gap. All the love in the gap. Disconnect happens in the gap. Cheating can happen in the gap. And we're drifting apart can happen in the gap. The gap is dangerous. And so the day before I was supposed to move back, we were talking, and somehow we got into this little, I won't say argument because we don't really argue for real, but we got into something. And he said to me, after this year, I don't really see a purpose in being married. I beg your pardon. What you say? Y'all, my stomach dropped to my booty hole. But I clenched that thing up and I said, absolutely not. The devil is a lie, and I know that he's after marriages, but he can't have mine. So I told him, I said, look, you are mine and I am yours, and that's what it is, period. We ain't going nowhere. I said, I know that you're going through a lot. I'm here and I'm not leaving during this time, and neither are you. But look, this is what I'm gonna do. For 30 days straight, I'm making up this challenge. It's called the My Man challenge. He was like, huh? I said the My Man challenge. And I said for those 30 days, I'm going hard. Like, I'm going to outpour appreciation, love, everything to create a safe space for you, so you'll know, like, it's better to be with a wife than without one, my man. I said we've had a lot going on, but listen, I'm about to put all that focus and everything on you. For 30 days straight, I journaled. I had scripture, I had affirmations to go with that, like, and making him feel so loved and making him feel so safe that by day 10, he was pouring love back into me. He was leaving notes around the house for me. Like, he was opening up more, having conversations with him I have not had with him ever. Him sharing things with me that he's never shared with me. Him telling me that this is the happiest that he's been in our marriage. All because of intentional love. All because I was making sure I was putting him first. And I mean first. Which is what you're supposed to do in a marriage for your spouse. But I'm telling you, you can easily let other things get in the way of your spouse, such as your job, your career, your children, your feelings, yourself, how you feel. You choose not to do things for your spouse because of how you feel about them. And when I say this man completely changed to an unrecognizable person than he had been for the past 6 months, I mean it. So full of joy, so happy. But let me tell y'all the craziest part of all of this. I was sharing the challenge on my Instagram. On my Instagram stories, I posted it on my page, and I told women I was doing this challenge. I invited 3 women to join the challenge with me. They invited 3 women. They invited 3 women, and so on. Y'all, people's marriages were flourishing, okay? I had people DM me left and right, asking me for the challenge, asking me what I'm doing, asking me for the details, and even men were coming into my DM asking me, can I give them like a prompt or something, because they would like for their wives to do it, and their wives are interested. Huh? I'm like, I was just trying to save my marriage. Like, I did not expect to be saving and helping so many other people's marriages, seriously. And so what I did is I created the challenge, y'all, and it's starting November 1st. November 1st, we doing this, the My Man challenge all over again, and we're doing it together. It's No Games November, okay? For the wives, if you guys would like to join in on this challenge, if you have any friends, sister, cousin, mama, auntie, listen, who can benefit from this challenge, y'all, make sure they tap in November 1st. Have them, tag them, seriously, like, this is so much bigger than me. This became so much bigger than my marriage. This is truly helping people's marriages flourish, okay? So November 1st, okay, we are starting this challenge. Listen, hit that link in the bio, put your email there. As soon as it's ready, you'll be the first to know. I got my man back, my man that I fell in love with, the man that I married, and I hadn't seen him seriously in 6 months. It's off of 30 days. I got my man. Come on, y'all.
Wow. You know what I could say is, first thing I want to say is I can fall in love with a friend quicker than I can fall in love with a stranger, just because the trust levels are going to be a way more higher starting as a friendship and then, you know, jumping into a relationship and, you know, falling in love. But what I see a lot of times happening is some people get married because they have kids involved. Some people jump into marriage because they feel like it's the thing to do, you know. And what people really ought to understand, marriage is not really for everybody. It's for certain people, you know. Certain bonds end up, that marriage it ends up being good. But for a lot of people, I can only speak for myself on this particular thing. I never really see myself getting into marriage, but falling in love is something else. When you fall in love with somebody, wherever it ends up, you guys are going to end up there together. So whether it be marriage, whether it just be a lifelong commitment, things are going to fall into place. But it's sad when you have kids in the equation, and now the kids must suffer because now they have to deal with this back and forth between mommy and daddy. I have to spend time with daddy over there, spend time with mommy over here. The dynamic it's not seeming to be any good in these times. I see a lot of relationships not lasting too long. So to take it up to marriage, it does mean that you had something a little bit more. And if you can't fix that, just for your mental health purposes, I should say, yeah, divorce it's a bumpy ride, easy to jump into, but hard as hell to get out. Some people get half of their stuff is taken, and some people didn't even come with anything. I hear the arguments, and they're all, a lot of things could be true in this situation, depending on the partners and the type of people. But you guys, man, don't give up on love, even if you don't have to go into marriage or think marriage. Just know that you're trying to make a lifelong commitment with somebody that you can trust, and they can have your back through thick and thin. And it's not about money, like I told you guys. Money does play a part in relationships, a big part in relationships, just like sex. But at the end of the day, it's more about love and about you guys. So you guys let me know how you feel on this whole divorce thing. And the rates are going up. It's crazy. People are formulating their independence because they're trying to live their best life and their happiest life, I should say. So sometimes it suits one person, but it doesn't suit the other. Until next time, it's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right